Hello learners, now we have to discuss the iso-quant curve. So definition of iso-quant curve. An iso-quant curve shows all the possible combinations of the input factors that yield the same quantity of production. Iso-quant curves shows the all possible combinations of input factors so that yield the same quantity of the production. So this is the iso-quant curve. In we have analyzed this iso-quant in the long run production function. We have the two production functions. One is the short run production function, long run production function. In the long run production function, we have to get the iso-quant curves. In other words, an iso-quant curve is a geometric representation of the production function, wherein different combinations of labor and capital are employed to have the same level of output. So we have the mainly two factors of the production, capital and labor, in the analysis of the iso-quant curve. So in the substitute of the two factors of production, capital instead of the labor, labor instead of the capital. Anyhow, the producer will get the same level of the output engaged the two factors substituted by the producer. So the term iso-quant is derived from the Greek word iso, which means equal, and quant means which means quantity. So the iso-quant curve is also called as an equal product curve or a product indifference curve. So we have listened the word the indifference curve analysis. We have discussed in the consumer demand analysis. In the demand analysis, in the consumer theories, we have the utility, cardinal utility, and ordinal utility analysis. This shows the how much the consumer will get the satisfaction levels from the purchasing of the two commodities X and Y. So the satisfaction level will get by the consumer. This is not measured. Shows the ordinal utility analysis. So the how much satisfaction will get by the consumer by the purchasing of the two commodities. So how much indifference, how much satisfaction we get it shows the slope of the MRS, marginal rate of substitution for the X and Y commodities, which it is reflect see in the slope of the MRS. It shows the indifference curve. So that is the part of in the consumers demand theories. So in the production, we have to know the iso-quant curve. It is also called as the equal product curve or a product indifference curve. Same, the slope of the curve is a convex to the origin. So how the iso-quant curve we get it, and the table formation and the diagram also we have discussed in the class. So first we have know the it is iso-quant curve is also known as the iso-product curve, equal product curve, and product indifference curve. The term iso means the same, and quant or quantity or product, which means quantity produced. The slope of an iso-quant curve is called the rate of technical substitution, which means how much capital are to be substituted for the labor to give the same quantity of production if the labor is reduced by 1 unit. If the labor is produced by 1 unit, the capital is engaged more. However, the production is produced the same level, same quantity. So what are the assumption of the iso-quant curve? Only two factors of the production, such as labor and capital. These factors can be substituted for each other The factors of production can be divided into small parts. It is assumed that the technology remains constant. The shape of the isoquant depends on the level of substitutability between the two factors of the production. So these are the assumptions to get the isoquant curve. First is the two factors of the production, labor and capital. These factors can be substitutable. Factors of production means labor is substituted by the capital is substituted by the labor, and the factors of production can be divided into two small parts. So the factors of production may be divided into two small parts. It is assumed that technology remains constant. Technology means in the assumption of the isoquant, the technology constant. The shape of isoquant depends on the level of how much substitutability of the two factors of the production by the producer is a main important assumption in this isoquant, to measure the isoquant, to get the isoquant curve. Okay. Next, the concept of iso-quant curve can be further comprehended through an illustration between the different combinations of labor and capital. Factors are used to have the same level of output as shown in the schedule below. So first we have to see the combination A, B, C, D, labor unit 1, 2, 3, 4, capital unit 10, 9, 8, 7, output number 100, 100, 100. MRTS is equal to minus delta K by delta L. So how much first, so we in this table we have to know the how much whatever the we have definition, we listen and understand. So how much okay, labor is employed and capital is used. So in the first labor, one labor capital 10, two labor capital 9, three labor capital 8, four labor capital 7. So the 1 comma 10 is the combination A, 2 comma 9 combination B, 3 comma 8 combination C, 4 comma 7 7 combination D. So output is the remaining same at the level of 1 unit and 10 units of capital, 2 units of labor and 10 units of capital. So what the substitution, what level of substituted the two factor production, we get the same level of output. So if even we are coming into the marginal rate of technical substitution for L for K. So delta K by delta L. First we nine what difference between the implying of two capitals, capital units 10, 9, 8, 7. So this is 1 1 1 change, 1 2 3 4. There is a difference between the 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2, 4 minus 3 is the 1 difference. That's why delta K by delta is the what's delta means it is a changes, how much changes capital is capital engaged. It is 1 1 1, and labor is also same 1 1 is to 1, or 1 by, and 1 by 1 is equal to 1. We get the same the margin rate of technical substitution, we get it. So simply how in the consumers demand theory, how we get the marginal rate of substitution for X commodity and Y commodity. So the same calculation is the calculation is similar to the marginal rate of technical substitution in the production theory. Okay. The how much capital is units is changed 10 to 9, 9 to 8, 8 to 7, and how much labor is unit city engaged 1 2 3 4. So that's that much of in the calculation we get it 1 is to 1, 1 is to 1, 1 is to 1, and we can get it, we can write the delta K by delta L 1 by 1. So definitely we get the 1. So the diagrammatical explanation, x in the x-axis labor, y-axis capital 1 2 3 4 2 4 6 8 10. So 10 comma 1 means 1 comma 10, 2 comma 9, 3 comma 8 7, 4 comma 7. There is a there is a ABCD combinations. So we get the convex to the origin of slope of the slope of the curve. It is called as iso-quant curve. So the slope of the curve is also called as a marginal rate of technical substitution. Okay, this is the diagram of iso-quant curve and schedule of the iso-quant curve. I think you have to understand how the iso-quant schedule is there, and curve is also we get it. Okay. So iso-quant map. So what is the iso-quant map? An iso-quant map shows the different iso-quant curves representing the different iso-quant curves represent the different combinations of factors of the production yielding the different levels of output. Thus, higher the iso-quant curve, the higher is the level of output. In x-axis labor, y-axis is the capital. So different combination A, B, C, D, and another IQ2, IQ3, IQ4. The producer will get the substituting of the two factors of the production, labor and capital. The producer get the quantity food first 100, 200, next 300, 400. So the difference between the 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400 only is the 100 of units is increased for IQ1 to IQ2, IQ2 to IQ3, IQ3 to IQ4. But the producer will get the higher level of output is the IQ4. So this is the all the curves shows the iso-quant map. IQ1 is IQ4 is the greater than the IQ3. IQ3 is the greater than the IQ2. IQ2 is the greater than the IQ1. So this is the how much producer will get the higher level of output by using the two factors of the production, labor and capital. Okay, this is the iso-quant curve analysis, iso-quant curve in the production theory. In the production function, we have discussed the iso-quant. What is the iso-quant curve definition, and iso-quant assumptions, iso-quant curve assumptions, and iso-quant curve schedule of the iso-quant curve and map of the iso-quant curve. This is the main brief about and main fundamental basic things as a learners we have to know, and further classes we have to discuss in the production function theory and the microeconomics in any topic. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you one and all. I hope you will get better understand. Thank you.